There's a hunger inside that I want to win, you know? I hate losing. Since I was a kid, I wanted to be an Olympian. I wanted to be the best I could be. I wanted to be a medalist. I always believed I had the talent to do it. People always told me I had the talent to do it. So I get up every morning and think, I just want to be successful.
I was born in Michigan, and I wish and wish again that I was back in the town where I was born.
Daily routine is wake up, breakfast, morning workout, come back, breakfast number 2, nap, wake up, lunch, afternoon workout, dinner, chill, and then bedtime. It's definitely a more enjoyable routine in the summer because it's a bit cold now, but it's gotta be done.
1071 Traffic Center.
No major problems facing us as we close out this morning rush. Minor slowdowns on westbound 94 getting into Ann Arbor from Ypsilanti, but really not looking that bad. Traffic brought to you by the...
Right now I'm full-time swimming, based out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. The training center is at the University of Michigan, and without a doubt, the Americans are at the forefront of competitive swimming right now, I would say. And I want to be around this, you know, I want to be at the forefront of competitive swimming. I want to soak up the atmosphere, soak up the knowledge. I would say anyone who says they're the completed package in any sport has a long way to go. You know, you're never going to be a completed package. There's always some way to get better, and that's why I'm here. I'm just here to get better. The pool is phenomenal. You can't ask for a better training venue. You know, the weight room, all that stuff is top notch. It's just a good environment, I think, for training. It's geared towards high performance, and that's what I want to be a part of. For sure. So yeah, let's hit it. Big one today. We're gonna go purple. Could see some puking. All the work that we do, countless hours that we do, and the sacrifices that we make, not seeing the family, not seeing the girlfriends, waking up every morning, knowing you're gonna go into training and you're gonna puke your guts up. It's all done because we want to win. Winning is an addiction. It's not every 4 years, every day. We get up every day because we want to be the best.
Hey. Forgot my locker code. I've been away for 2 months and I don't remember it.
Yes. You remember it? Yeah, dude.
After I graduated college in Tennessee, I got in touch with the coach here now called Mike Bottom. And I knew Mike had a couple of post-grad guys. The summer of 2010, I came up here. I really enjoyed it. I swam well off the training, and asked could I come back. And since then, you know, the fall of 2010, we've been gradually building our post-grad group up to where we have about 12 or 13 guys now. We don't represent the college. We just use the facilities and train under the same coach as the college guys.
Here's your groups. Everybody know what we're doing?
Everyone has the same goal in regards to the post-grads and the college guys, and that goal is just to get better. So whenever we team up with these guys, it helps them and it helps us, because we don't want to get beat by college guys and they don't want to lose to post-grads.
The guys who come here post-grads are guys who have the dream. They have the dream and they live in the dream. You know, they're not making any money. It's as pure as you can get. It is Olympic sport in purity, because there is nothing to gain except for an understanding that you are reaching your dream, reaching your potential.
The first time I did a session with Mike, he said, all right, let's get you on video and see what you're doing right. Most people would say, all right, let's have a look at you and see what you're doing wrong, you know? But Mike he wants to learn what we're doing, that has got us to this level, and then he wants to improve us. It's a unique environment, and you know, Mike brought us together, and he's the mad scientist behind it all, you know.
We are going purple, going purple.
When we train, Mike wants to push us to our very maximum and then push us beyond that. So when we get into a race type scenario, we've been there before, you know, we've been there before multiple times. And Mike talks about the fight or flight kind of scenario when you're racing, where when the lactic acid hits and your body just doesn't want to move, everything in your body is telling you to stop what you're doing because this isn't right. You know, you shouldn't be feeling like this. Humans aren't supposed to push themselves that hard. It feels like there's battery acid in your veins. Lactic acid is a poison that is a byproduct of muscle exertion. So when the acidity in your blood comes too high, your brain is telling you something's wrong, and you know, you just gotta stop what you're doing, like immediately. It's actually possible to die from lactic acid.
I mean, Barry's a sprinter, and he still works out 6 to 8 hours a day, every day. The thing about swimming, it's hundreds of seconds. Makes a difference between a gold medal or a silver medal, you know, and that's the way it is. And so you want to do everything right. You want to have all your ducks in a row. You don't want to say ever at the end of a season, I could have, I should have. Nice job. You all right? Great set to come back to, huh?
Yeah, I feel live, right? Good job, boy.
Right?
Yeah. Tough. Really tough. Puts us where we're going to be at the end of a race and expects us to perform, so they're the type of sets that make you faster. But they're the type of sets that you hate doing, but you feel great after they're done. So hard. So hard. I'm wrecking. Just every part of me hurts. Puked after the second round. I'm dying. So hard.
This is the 100 breaststroke. I got the qualification time for London 2012. The meet was on in Indianapolis, March 2011. We drove down the day before, all of us in a car, and raced the next day. So this is the final of that event.
He's the second highest paid athlete in Japan. He drives his Bentley to practice. The guy has some panache.
This is Rowdy Gaines commentating. They don't mention me for the whole race, even though I'm leading from start to finish.
Kanajima, the two-time Olympic champion at 100, 200 meters in the breaststroke in lane 3. And trailing right now, Sean Mahoney out of California Aquatics.
And he was hot and fast this morning in the prelim. Yeah, you count 3 from the bottom, 1, 2, 3. There's Kanajima. What's surprising up there?
It's really swimming fast. I was feeling powerful, strong. And I finished the race like a steam train. I just came home strong.
Just kept on going.
Yeah, I just didn't die. I didn't get tired and I just kept going. It was good. Probably the best swim of my life.
In lane 4, in lane 6, Barry Murphy.
There we go, after I touched the wall.
That's an upset.
That was a huge upset. Ireland's Barry Murphy. Yeah, you should be excited. Qualified in 102.17.
Not only did he qualify in 102.17, his best before that was 101.7. I think it was a second faster than he's ever been in his life. That's a pretty good swim.
The Olympic qualifying time is a minute 0.79, and at this meet I went a minute 0.77, so just snuck under it.
We were training so hard before that, and twice or 3 times a week we'd be crawling out of the pool and guys would be getting sick, and you know, you'd be in a world of hurt, delirious, you've seen stars. But in that race, when, you know, the elephants jumped on my back, I knew exactly how to handle it. I knew exactly where to go to my body. You know, tighten the core up, think about the kick, focus on the arms, keep breathing. That I just knew how to deal with it, and I closed that race out like I'd never closed any other race out before. And that's an aspect of Mike's training that I think is pretty much his secret weapon, you know? Yeah, it's something I hadn't done ever really in my life, is train like this. So it was a new experience, but I think it's one that it's definitely paying off. It's not enjoyable when you're in the middle of it, but if it works out, it's the greatest burn you'll ever feel.
It's not too often that someone from Ireland, if I may be so bold, now has the fastest time in the world at 100 meters.
And this is what happens when you beat the best.
And with good reason to be excited.
We're at the Irish Short Course National Championships up here in Lisburn. But this is where I came, swam my first nationals, and it's always good to come back to it. I really enjoy coming up the north and winning some medals and breaking some records. I went away when I was 18, and it wasn't an easy decision. You know, over here I was like the big fish in the little pond, and then to go away and then try to up my game to match those Americans. It was an eye-opener really, and you know, I definitely think it made me swim around today for sure.
We would have preferred to stay at home, and we had a plan in place. He trained up in the NAC, he was in DCU in his first year in business. Unfortunately, circumstances, I don't know if you remember, the roof blew off NAC, that infamous incident, and we'd nowhere to train. And by coincidence, at the same time, the University of Tennessee contacted him and invited him out to have a look. When he graduated from Tennessee, he went up to Mike Bottom in the University of Michigan. So now he's just training away with the pro team, Club Wolverine. It's not for everyone in America, but it was for Barry.
In lane 4, Irish senior record holder in this event from this morning, from Aer Lingus, Barry Murphy.
Coming up now to the men's 50 fly, Barry's event here. The record at the moment is 24:09, so fingers crossed.
Good. Made a mistake on the wall, and it cost me a couple of tenths, so a lot of room for improvement. It was just good to show what I can do in front of all the people that have seen me swim since I was a little fella. So yeah, I'm wrecked now. It's been a long weekend.
A 2011 Irish Open champion, a new Irish senior record holder from Aer Lingus, Barry Murphy.
Died, yeah. Ready to go home now. I'm ready for my ma's cooking. Just got a cuddle on, I'm told.
Thanks for the signatures.
I don't get home as often as I'd like, but first Christmas at home in 2 years, I'm going to enjoy it. These are my two brothers. Brian is 23. He's a film producer. He studied film in college. And the youngest brother there is David, as we call him, Dahi on his team. He's playing for Vinnies and he's on the Dublin under-21 panel.
Barry's coach wanted Brian and David to continue because she seen potential in them. And I said, no, I just couldn't do another 5 years of early mornings. So it's the life of a swimmer. You know, you start early because the pool hours are cheap at that hour, and it's when you can get in your slot of training. But yeah, that worked out well, but don't ask me to do it again.
5:45 start, so we'd be up at 5 o'clock every morning. I think it's something that swimmers have to do these days. We've got a lot of catching up to do because swimming's such an unnatural thing for humans to be doing. But yeah, I hated it so much. This is what my brothers have dubbed the Hall of Fame. I don't really have to see it that often, but they get to see it every day. This is a room, or like the hall to the bedrooms. My mom has put up a couple of the Irish records I've won over the last few years and a few photos. Here's me, 14 years old, doing a breaststroke. And here's me, 2009, doing a breaststroke, and it's almost identical strokes, like it hasn't changed much over time. This is a photo when I broke the World Championship record at the Worlds. That was pretty sweet. I think I went 26.26, and it was fun because, you know, you touch the wall and you turn around and the scoreboard lights up with fireworks and World Championship record shows up, and I really did surprise myself with that. It was also the first international I swam after not being nominated for Beijing. So, you know, to not get the nomination in 08 really, you know, it definitely hurt, and it wasn't something, you know, it was something where I was toying with the idea of finishing the sport, like finishing with it. But I stayed on another year and I gave it up until Worlds, which is what this meet was at. I remember seeing my parents in the crowd, and they were loving it. Definitely, they were really loving it. So that's always great. It's always good to give back.
Yeah, actually, try and relay because I was a bit heavy. Wow.
They're never, ever, ever satisfied where food's concerned. They open the fridge, there's never anything in the fridge, even though the fridge is full. I could do 2 shops a week, and still it's not enough. He was only 19. He was never away from home before, right? And we sent him over to Tennessee on his own, to this place he didn't know, to somebody he didn't know. And we'd quite a lot of sleepless nights. But then after probably about a year to a year and a half, he got stuck into it and he hasn't looked back. And I don't think he'd ever come and live back in Ireland. I think his roots now are in the States. For the land of the free and the
We're in Clearwater, Florida at the Clearwater Aquatics Team Championship.
See, it's still as chaotic as usual.
It's a bit of a age group kind of meet, which is something we haven't done in a while, but anytime you get an opportunity to race, we take it. Well, yeah, I left Dublin December 26th, 8 a.m, and all the other lads that I trained with left their locations as well that morning. We drove down to Florida Keys for a 3-week training camp. The reality for some of us who are professional, money's a constant stress, one that you don't need when you're stressing about your performance and trying to stay healthy. And right now I'm on an Irish Sports Council grant of international level funding, and that's about €12,000 a year. 400 that goes to coaching fees.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
600 and something goes to rent. So I'm already in the red right there, you know. Sometimes I do private swim lessons on the side. We're right now just, you know, scraping to get by when you see other 26-year-olds who have houses, cars, families and kids. You're almost embarrassed to ring home and say, Dad, you couldn't give us a lend of a couple of hundred. I'm broke again. If I don't have, you know, a penny to my name at 26 or whatever, I'm okay with that, but I still, you know, still want to go to the Olympics. I still want to be an Olympian. So it's great. I mean, I love what I do. It's hard, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm living here with 2 Norwegian swimmers. Alex Hetland is a Norwegian breaststroker, and another guy called Gard Kvail, Norwegian middle distance freestyler. It's good crack. It's good to be on the same page with these guys. We all have the same goals, and that's to swim fast and train as hard as we can and eat healthy, and you know, it's good when everyone's on the same page about what we want. We've been away for the last 7 or 8 weeks, so both cars were dead when we got here. So our teammate Kevin
He came over, he lives in this complex as well. He came over and he's helping us jump our cars so we can be mobile again.
There you go. It's pretty darn good.
Mission accomplished.
What's funny is we don't even own these cars. I mean, that's the funniest part about it.
We have a group of about 12 to 13 guys, lads from all over the world, you know, all with different cultures, and it's great crack, you know, talking about different aspects of their lives, you know, different aspects of theirs, and you know, it's a good group of guys. All of them, you know, are in our mid to late 20s. None of us are in college, none of us have jobs. Swimming is our job. We train 30 plus hours a week. We all have the same goal. We're all looking to swim fast. We're all looking to go to London.
This is where all the recovery happens. Got a good bed, it's good investment, it's one of those memory foam mattresses. And yeah, it's just where I come to chill out. I mean, some of the medals I don't really keep. This one was the medal I got in Indianapolis. I just use it kind of as a motivation, just a reminder that I did have that great swim. I'm able to recreate it. I'm able to mix it up with the best guys in the world, and the Indianapolis one was the best swim I've ever had, and this is a reminder of it. So I think the Olympic window or qualification window had opened on the 1st of March, and I did that on the 3rd of March. So it was literally like the first, could have been the first person to qualify for the Olympics. I've got to do one more time to prove my fitness. I've got to go within 1% of the time, so not quite as fast as I did there, but it still has to be a pretty swift time. And I plan on doing that in March. Things are on track and I'm excited and looking forward to the next couple of months.
When I first got here, I think it was about 800 days out. Now it's at 189, so you know, every second that goes by is a second that we're not going to get back towards London. It's a constant reminder not to slack off, so we're never going to get that time back. So it's good. It's a good tool to have in training as well, for sure.
I love racing in America. It's got a really positive attitude. For a sportsman, that's a great environment to be a part of. And to be competing in that environment and to train in that environment where it's constant like positive reassurance. There's got to be something behind the mentality, you know. They're always telling themselves they're the greatest nation on earth. So, you know, you see them at the Olympic Games cleaning up medals. I mean, maybe there's got to be something behind that. Yeah, it's good. I love racing in America. I love racing full stop. It's why I do what I do. There's something that I just really enjoy about, you know, I've done the work and you've done the work. So let's jump in here now and see who's done it better. I mean, it's why I train so much, and it's why I get up every morning, because I want to be that guy, you know.
Get it, Barry, get it. Woo! That's how we do that. 10 seconds.
This is boxing, yeah, but that wouldn't be the type of boxing that Billy Walsh is promoting. We're using our swimming muscles and we're focused on moves with the gloves that complement the muscles we use in the water. So I like it.
And rise. Good. King of the jungle, baby. Keep it up. 5 seconds. And relax. All right, guys.
A lot of the lads, when they go to the Olympics, they'll get the Olympic rings tattooed on them. Bradley Ali has it here on his ribs.
Right, so
Martin's been, but he's afraid of needles, so he didn't get it. Sebastian has it on his calf. Garrett has it on his ribs. It's like a badge of honor. A lot of the guys like to get it. So I hope to get mine in September, October.
That opposite foot.